The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Carson-Newman run rules Anderson in the series opener. Final score 10-0. Andrew Rogers here with Carson-Newman head baseball coach Tom Griffin for the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, pretty solid performance in all three phases. Good hitting day. Noah Pridmore shines. Got good defense behind him as well. Recap a game for me where so many times this year it maybe seems like opposing teams have stomped on your foot early on. You guys have responded and had a lot of comeback efforts, but today it was you guys getting off to the good start and holding on throughout this game. What did you like about the way your team came out on this cold day and took care of business really quickly today?
Well, first off, we had our game Tuesday midweek after a big weekend series, and it was a tough day. I mean, I thought offensively we struck out way too many times, too many opportunities we had that we lost. So you want to see how they respond. Practice Wednesday was good. Yesterday's practice was outstanding. Good energy. We executed well. I felt the energy level was very positive, and that, I think, led into today. Today was all about Noah Pridmore and Spencer Bright. Those two have worked with each other for quite a few years, know each other very well. They trust each other. We talk about a pitcher and a catcher is like a jockey and a thoroughbred horse. And that jockey's job is to get that thoroughbred through the finish line. Sometimes you got to use the whip, and you got to get him hit on the hind end a little bit. And then sometimes you just ride them and you just let them go. And that today was a really good matchup, those two guys. It's one of those days for Anderson. PJ and his staff are outstanding, and they do a great job. It's just one of those days we were able to get some freebies and get some big hits. It was one of those games for us. Tomorrow's a whole nother day, and in this league, and me and PJ were talking about this league, anybody can win at any time. It's got some good balance to it. So today was good for us. We haven't had many games like that. Like you said, coming out early and then holding the lead. Our defense has been playing really well. I thought up the middle, we've done a great job and getting better with Trey Miller at second and Aiden Gibson at short. Have really been solid in the middle, especially with some double plays. But it was good. I was happy for the guys on a good day after what happened Tuesday. Responded well, but we know we got a whole new day. It starts over tomorrow.
You mentioned Noah Pridmore, Spencer Bright, those two, the key to today's game. What do you think allowed them to work so well together today?
Well, first of all, you have to have good stuff, and Noah does have good stuff. He's pitched a lot of ball games. He's an experienced guy. I think the idea of being able to mix your pitches and locate. I mean, that's pitching. Yep. Listen, you got to have command, number one. Number two, you got to have some stuff. And number three, you got to have a backbone. And he's got that. Now, he's a very competitive young man. He's got good mound presence. You never see him getting too high. You never see him getting too low. He's very even keel. So he has a good presence on the mound. And I think that rubs off on all the other players behind him. And again, the fact is, I think our catchers, all of our catchers, because of the work they put in that bullpen from day one and taking the notes and knowing these guys inside and out, the way a catcher is able to call a game is you got to know the pitcher stuff, what works. You got to have use your pitcher's best strength. You got to know hitters and what the weaknesses are and see if you can attack those. And then it's knowing the guy's personality, what buttons to push and how to get him through things, especially when they get tough. And Spencer's one of the better ones to do that. So, three things: command, stuff, and backbone. And Noah Pridmore has that.
It didn't take long for your offense to get going today. Back-to-back doubles to start the first inning from Dalton McLean, and then Spencer Williams started it as the leadoff batter. What have you seen from those two guys throughout this season? They have seemed to settle in that 1-2 spot of your batting order, and they really set the tone early on with those two early doubles to score on.
You'd like your lineup to be consistent, and we have moved it around a little bit. I think now, and because of injuries, now I think we have found – Spencer at the top with Dalton. We know James Denton is healthy now from the rib injury. Travis in our four-hole, even though he's still dealing with an injury. And Logan Floyd, who we've all talked about in the year he's having. The five right there, we've been able to just plug in every game so far, last couple weeks. And I think that the consistency of being in that lineup and seeing the pitches, that you develop consistency as a hitter. And I think that's what's happening with that top 5 right now and why we've gotten some good production from the offense.
You mentioned two games tomorrow, with this game obviously going in your favor. Realizing there's still 2 more left, how do you make sure the guys realize, hey, just because we won 10-0, we won the series opener, we haven't accomplished enough that we want to get to as well when the series is over?
You know, it's not just Carson-Newman. I think everybody knows, listen, that's one game, it is over. We want them to enjoy it. Like when we get done with a game, we enjoy it in that locker room. Yep. We want to give our 1, 2, and 3 stars like hockey and then celebrate it, because that's why you play the game, is to celebrate. So we're celebrating. And we want them to celebrate it here after this when they go home. Then when they wake up tomorrow, boom, it's a completely new slate. We come out, we get prepared, our minds, we get our bodies prepared, make sure we sleep right, get the right nutrition, and then first pitch, it's one pitch at a time. And they're going to come back. Listen, Anderson and PJ and his staff, they got a lot of pride. They're going to come back tomorrow, and they're going to be like, hey, listen, we got to get 2 here. We can get 2 in one day. They've done it before. They've what they've done in the past, they're going to be fine. So, yeah, our guys will be prepared for it, just like Anderson will be ready for tomorrow.
I appreciate the time, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
That's Carson-Newman baseball coach Tom Griffin, and I am Andrew Rogers. This is the Eagle Sports Network.